Hi there. Thanks for joining us for Together. I'm Karen Leigh. Every week, we introduce you to some incredible people. They're the ones who come together for Colorado. They're friends and neighbors. Some come together for complete strangers. There are so many incredible people around us. We never run out of stories to share with you. So get ready to enjoy the good happening right next door. This is a show that you can watch with the kids. For the past 10 years, a nonprofit in northern Colorado has been taking World War II veterans on all expense-paid trips to Washington, D.C. It's called the Honor Flight. Earlier this month, the group's final flight took to the skies. Michael Abeda shows us how the community came together to make sure it was a trip to remember.
Early on a Saturday morning, dozens of people lined the streets, waving American flags. They're cheering on a group of veterans who are getting ready to go to D.C.
They all go back there to see their memorials.
But that's not the only purpose of this trip.
And they get together with other veterans and they talk.
How the Honor Flight is helping these veterans heal. That's next on Together.
Well, succeeding in school can be tough if you don't have the right tools. That's why one district is coming together to make sure that every student has what they need. Joel Hillen takes us to the Hub.
This looks like a clothing store, except this one is inside a school.
I just think that every family that walks through that door, they come here for a purpose.
Maria Lucero is one of those people.
I love the Hub.
She comes here to get clothes for her grandkids and a whole lot more.
Anything we needed, information, rent, our utilities, anything that we needed, they were there.
How this space is supporting families and students. That's coming up on Together.
Colorado may grow and change, but it will always be the Wild West. Up in the high country, the community is coming together to keep those important Western traditions alive. Matt Kroschel shows us how.
Traffic jams in the mountains are nothing new. But this isn't your typical traffic jam.
The cows are going to come right down the middle of the road.
Cows are crowding the streets instead of cars.
It's a hoot.
How a new generation of ranchers is keeping this tradition going. That's later on Together.
Well, many of our Together for Colorado stories make me proud to live here. And this next story is one of them. Earlier this summer, a group of strangers came together for a hiker injured just below the summit of Grays Peak. She was so blown away by their generosity, she contacted us because she wanted to tell everyone about it. Jeff Todd and photojournalist Mark Nitro tell us about the incredible rescue.
Look at that. Go, 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 go. When we're all put in that situation, it's amazing to see what really comes out of people and the good.
This wasn't how Bev Weddlestead thought her hike on Grays Peak would go on Saturday.
I heard that snap. And I mean, it is a snap like you'll never forget. And I just went down. I mean, I just immediately collapsed.
I heard the scream, I turned around, and you could tell she was just in excruciating pain.
And I'm just sitting there, and I'm freaking out because I'm sitting here thinking, how am I going to get down?
Help and supplies came from total strangers.
This is humanity at its best. Like, these guys really, really care.
They rigged an elaborate splint, but she still couldn't put weight on her leg.
It went from being like a bunch of strangers helping to being a group of people who had one mission.
A military member took matters into his own hands and shoulders.
Sure enough, he grabbed her, he put her on his back, and he started walking down.
These guys carried me. I mean, they physically carried me.
Donald Adetoye and 7 strangers joined in and took turns getting Bev down the mountain and closer to volunteers from the Alpine Rescue Team.
At that point, I realized that we'd gone 2.5 miles. And at that point, I looked around at these guys that are still there. They're shaking hands, they're high-fiving, and I was like, wow.
Bev took a litter the rest of the way.
Bye, Bev.
Bye, Bev. We love you. But a group of strangers may have changed her life.
There's still good people out there. I just want them to have their kudos. I mean, those guys are amazing, amazing, amazing.
That is an amazing story. Bev got the names and numbers of all those strangers who helped her out that day, and she wants to have a reunion, most likely a hike, next summer after her knee surgery and rehabilitation. Well, 4 veterans are coming together to raise awareness for mental health challenges. They'll be doing it by rowing nearly 3,000 miles across the Atlantic. The team brought their boat to DU earlier this week. That's because students from the school's military psychology program are going to help them get ready for their grueling journey. Castle Rock native Bryant Knight is one of the 4 veterans that will be on that team, and he says training has not been easy.
You know, we kind of compare ourselves to the Jamaican bobsled team because, you know, we're a Colorado-based nonprofit helping our veterans, and we're 1,500 miles away from any ocean to train.
The veterans will begin their journey in December as part of the Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Challenge. They will begin in Spain's Canary Islands, and then they're going to row all the way to Antigua. And we, of course, wish them luck. We are behind you. Well, mission accomplished. That's the verdict from Honor Flight Northern Colorado. In the past 10 years, this nonprofit has taken nearly 3,000 veterans to Washington, D.C. And earlier this month, it took its 21st and final flight to the nation's capital. Our Michael Abeyta was there for the send-off.
For these former servicemen and women, Sunday held one more early morning muster.
This thing started so that the World War II veterans could see their memorials.
But this time there were no steamships or military transports, no tearful goodbyes or lingering embraces.
It's a wonderful thing for them.
These men and women left with the hero's goodbye they deserved. From Loveland all the way to DIA, they rode in an escorted caravan and arrived to even more fanfare. This is the Honor Flight, a program that takes veterans to Washington, D.C. for a 36-hour whirlwind tour of the nation's capital.
And they get together with other veterans and they talk. And they tell some of their stories that they've never told before. And it's a great healing process for a lot of them.
Because the cost of war is something they've carried around with them for a long time.
That opens up a big gash in your soul.
But being with each other and remembering those who didn't make it back
is the best medicine that there is for that.
After 21 flights with 3,000 veterans paid for with over $3 million raised, this is the last honor flight for the chapter out of northern Colorado. They started out with the goal of flying all World War II veterans to D.C., and today it's mission accomplished.
We've done what we started out to do.
Doing all this was a huge job and a labor of love, but in the end, giving something back to those who gave so much made it all worthwhile.
This has been the most rewarding thing that I've done.
So beautiful to see. Michael Abeyta joins us now. We wanted to talk a little bit more about this. And Michael, you gave us a glimpse into what this means to those veterans, but it must really, really impact and change their lives.
Yeah, you know, a lot of these veterans, they've never actually been to those war memorials in D.C. that are dedicated to them and the fight that they fought. So for a lot of them, this is their first time they're going, and it's really emotional for them to see that and just to see these beautiful monuments to the things that they and their friends did, some of their friends who didn't make it back.
Yeah, that they fought for so valiantly. It wasn't just veterans on this, wasn't just World War II veterans on these flights. Other people were there as well, correct?
Yeah, I mean, the Honor Flight is a program that's nationwide, and they take veterans from Vietnam, from Korea, which is often called the Forgotten War because people don't think of that one offhand, but also World War II. They take veterans from all wars, and there were even some veterans on this flight from the Gulf Wars who were going to see those monuments, and along with these veterans from the older wars, then just enjoying their time and being together.
Such a great thing. We just love seeing this happening. Sad that it's ending. Why is it ending?
Well, it's ending in the Northern Colorado chapter is ending.
Okay.
There still is a chapter called the Honor Flight Rocky Mountain that people can get involved in, but the Northern Colorado chapter is ending because really it was mission accomplished for them. They started out because they wanted to take all the World War II vets they could in Northern Colorado to Washington, D.C., and they feel like that they've done that. And you know, they told me it was a labor of love. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this effort, raising money and getting things together. And they feel like they've done what they set out to do, and it's time to close up shop and move on.
Well, we just love it. So meaningful. Michael, thank you for sharing that with us. We appreciate it. Well, coming together to make dreams come true, the Colorado Rockies help a little girl on her quest to set a world record. We have an update on 80-year-old Haley Dawson and her inspiring mission coming up.
Together with Karen Leigh, sponsored by Canvas Credit Union. We're Canvas, and we've got you covered, Colorado. Go live.
Well, we have an update on a little girl who's been traveling the country trying to beat a world record. She did it. And the Colorado Rockies were just one of the organizations that came together to help her reach that goal. 8-year-old Haley Dawson was born without fingers on her right hand. So she uses a 3D printed robotic one. Well, this year she wanted to be the first person to throw the first pitch at all 30 major league stadiums. She was at Coors Field back in May. And then just last week, she accomplished her goal with the final pitch at Angel Stadium. Congratulations to you, Haley. Job well done. Well, Lauren Whitney joins us now. And Lauren, Haley's such an inspiration. That little girl's precious, wasn't she?
She really is, and what a great job to bring awareness to what she's going through.
Yeah, so important. Such a strong little girl. Well, we always like the photos that you send in to us, so we want to go through some of them and see what people are out and about doing in Colorado these days.
Well, you know, it's been so hot outside. You can still get outside and enjoy the outdoors. So this is from Paul D. Stevens, and he sent this in of his granddaughters enjoying the Blue Mountain Reservoir. They're doing some paddle boarding. Looks like they've got some good balance there. And this is from Billy Bob. These are his daughters enjoying the Chatfield gravel pond. It looks like they're really soaking up some sun with that late summer heat. I want to go out there.
That's quite the boat behind them. I love that.
I know.
To get one of those.
I know. It looks like a nice inflatable action. So thanks for that picture. And this is from William Gatto in the Aspen area. You can see some of the fall colors starting to change in this picture. They've gotten much more since he said he took this one. But just a great picture enjoying some Colorado hiking. And we are looking forward to more fall pictures with you in it and everyone in it, because we have such beautiful fall colors right now. So make sure you're in the pictures when you take them.
I know people get so photogenic with their great leaf photos, don't they? Well, be sure to share your photos with us. As Lauren said, we want to see what you're doing out there. So send in all of your photos with you or your family. You can email them together for Colorado at cbs.com. You can also post it on social media using the hashtag #ForColorado, and we'll be sure to share it right here on this show. Well, police officers are everyday superheroes. We know that. But this week, they got to dress up as the comic book kind. How these heroes are making an impact on kids battling serious illnesses.
I gave Superman a high five.
That's cool. And does that bring a smile on your face and make you happy?
Yes.
Coming up on this week's Together for Colorado calendar, on Wednesday, help improve the lives of people with disabilities at the 4th annual Well Plan Party. The event in Denver is a fundraiser for the Shanda Plan Foundation. Thursday, unite with the community and celebrate the power of women at Denver's Women United Luncheon. Friday, search for treasures at the beautiful junk sale at the Jeffco Fairgrounds. Proceeds benefit the Action Center, which works to help the homeless. You can find more information on these events on the Together for Colorado page at cbsdenver.com. Well, the Aurora Police Department is coming together to put smiles on kids' faces. This week, members of the SWAT team rappelled down Children's Hospital to surprise some of the patients there, but they were not dressed in their usual police uniforms. Instead, they transformed into superheroes. Kids get to see all of their favorites, and for a little while, these cute kids did not think about what they were in the hospital for.
All the superheroes are out there. Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. I gave Superman a high five.
The event is an annual tradition for Children's Hospital and the Aurora Police Department. They just love doing that. Well, coming together to help students in need, Jeffco Public Schools has a place where families can go to get things like clothes and food necessities. The Hub recently celebrated its grand reopening at Stevens Elementary in Wheat Ridge. Joel Hillen and photojournalist Bill Mashur were there.
The Hub here at Stevens Elementary has been closed for the summer for renovations and repairs, but now it is open, and it's bigger and better than ever before. But its mission remains the same, to help those in the community, kids and families in need.
Oh my goodness, the Hub. I love the Hub.
Maria Lucero is a grandmother of 6. She has been using the Hub to help provide necessities for her family for several years.
Anything we needed, information, rent, our utilities, anything that we needed, they were there.
You know, I think we just shed empathy here at the Hub.
Social emotional learning specialist Melissa Hoza was part of the team that created the Hub.
I just think that every family that walks through that door, they come here for a purpose and they just need some support, and they can be from any walk of life.
With a $0 operating budget, the Hub runs off of donations from groups like Broomfield-based nonprofit A Precious Child.
Any person that walks into this room is not going to feel that they're given a handout. They're going to feel that empowered and excited to be here and really looking forward to providing for their family, even if it means, you know, taking things free of charge.
don't ever think of it as a handout, because it's really a great opportunity to get in and talk to them and see what's out there for people. You know, there's more out there, you just have to ask.
Maria is grateful for this space and what the program has meant for her, and hopeful others in need will have the courage to reach out.
Very thankful and very grateful that people do have an opportunity to seek help. They're there. You just have to ask and be thankful.
Yeah, Coloradans love to help out. Well, a little girl, very thankful for the first responders who protect her and her family. She wanted to make sure they knew it, the touching message she gave to our state troopers. Well, ranching is an important tradition here in Colorado. It's been a part of Colorado now for generations. This month, a classic Old West scene played out in Sept County. Young cowpokes moved a herd of cattle to their winter pasture. Matt Kroschel and photojournalist John Mason show us how the community is coming together to keep this entertaining tradition alive.
It's not every day they close down a major highway in Colorado. But then again, every fall they do it here in Summit County so ranchers can move their cattle to new pastures.
This is western Colorado.
The cows are going to come right down the middle of the road.
Ed Ozark watches a symbol of the Old West playing out on the blacktop along Highway 9.
It's a hoot.
Cowboys and gals driving the herd down the middle of the highway.
First time I've ever seen one in Colorado. So, yeah, this is pretty unusual.
We had some cows grazing up there in the other ranch, and now we're going to bring them here to separate them.
For Rudy and his family, this is how they make a living.
I think about if this guy was gonna buck me off.
This was 6-year-old Emiliano's first drive.
My dad and my uncle.
The brothers learning the traditions that have stayed well alive even as Summit County has changed.
I like to move cows and, it's my life.
The view is spectacular.
Summit County Sheriff even joined the drive, comfortable on horseback, helping to make sure the move goes smoothly.
It's not something drivers encounter every day, but, it's something that lives in state law that's a tradition here in Colorado that ranchers are allowed to move their cows.
And we love it. Well, coming together for Colorado does not have to involve a big action. The little things count, too. Just take a look at this letter Rachel sent to troopers with Colorado State Patrol. In it, she thanks her Uncle Doug and his colleagues for keeping us all safe. Rachel wrote, "We need you, your friends and beyond. Thousands count on first responders. Thank you." Well, we love to see how people are coming together. So where you live, so post it on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram using the hashtag #4Colorado. And I will be sure to share it on air. You can also always just email me directly. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Together and for always sharing your stories with us. We love them. I look forward to seeing you back here next week with even more examples of how people are coming together for Colorado. Until then, photojournalist Dale Atchison takes us to Rocky Mountain National Park for some peaceful views. Enjoy.